You can come in and we accept you as you are. We don't look at disabilities or anything like that. We just look to see how far can we get you to where your goal is. My name is Sarah Meadows. I am one of the co-founders and currently the executive director at TiAnViCa Riding Academy. I've been with the program since 2005 when we started. The program is called Therapeutic Riding. It's part of the equine assisted program. Our main program is geared towards the special needs community, and it's basically children and adults. So we work with 4-year-olds all the way up to 70-year-olds. And our main goal is to just have them not focus on their disability, but on the way that they can work and ride a horse without thinking about their disability. TiAnViCa began as a favor to a friend. Micah was their child, and he wanted to get on a horse. His mom learned about therapy riding, and she wanted to see if it would work for him. We put Micah on Roxy, which was one of our horses, and it was Christmas. He was just laughing so hard on that horse, and we were all crying in a corner because we didn't know what was going on. But basically it was that. It was more of a behavior thing of seeing him be so happy and bringing him so much joy to be on a horse. And then we got into talking about therapy riding and looked into it, and then we got certified through PATH, and it went from there. So the games basically are geared towards helping each participant, from helping them develop their core strength, or helping them develop the strength on whatever side of their body they need to work on the most. We have the rings, we put on the poles. Each rider needs to put a ring on the pole with their right hand, and then when they come around the other way, they do their left hand. Once they do it that way, then we do what's called a cross. So basically they'll reach over and work on that strength. So it really depends on what the child needs. We focus on, making sure that they understand that it's a good job that they're doing by trying to work that part of their body.
My name is Dr. Bernie Wilkinson, and I'm a clinical psychologist. I do a variety of things in my practice, everything from individual therapy, group therapy, family therapy, but I also do a lot of neuropsychological testing, and I teach graduate and undergraduate college courses. Some of the really massive benefits that equine therapy can provide is that it helps with not just emotional and cognitive things, but it also helps a lot with physical development and strength and balance, some of the things that are especially challenging for children with cerebral palsy.
Once we put a child on the horse mimics our walk as human beings. So the way we walk, from side to side, our hips move. That helps the children who are in a wheelchair all the time because they don't have that movement. So by being on the horse and feeling that movement, it kind of triggers their memory to this is the way it's supposed to go.
Another really big benefit of equine therapy is the idea of the social interaction between the individual and the horse. Many times individuals with either cerebral palsy, but especially autism, for example, have a great difficulty developing social skills and interacting in a healthy way with other people. They develop this bond through repeated exposures, and many times the communication is more physical as opposed to verbal, because children, like with autism, have difficult times interacting verbally with other people. So what they are doing with the horses is they're communicating physically, either pulling the reins in different directions, and so it's really helping to build and foster this ability to communicate in various ways.
We've seen children walk in very shy, very quiet, not talking to anyone, and as they progress in the program, they're chatterboxes. I mean, they will talk to the volunteers, talk to the instructor, let them know what's going on. They'll get off their horse and they'll tell their parents, what they did on the horse. The ones that are not verbal, it just helps their self-esteem. You can tell by just looking at their faces, the big old smiles on their faces when they get off the horse. Even when they walk in, they're all excited about, who their horse is and when it's coming and all that kind of stuff. So it's just a big self-esteem boost for them.
There's a great deal of emotional and even cognitive development that can come from interacting with horses and through equine therapy. Some of that is very much so a sense of accomplishment. When you approach this animal that is many times your size and strength and weight, and you're able to create a bond and attachment to it, and you're able to partner with that animal in a way that accomplishes goals. Either it's from as simple as walking across the pasture to being able to run various distances and all. That sense of accomplishment, that sense of pride, that sense of control is really important for many people who have some of these otherwise physical limitations or cognitive emotional limitations. It can really build their confidence and give them a domain in their life that they feel as though they're successful, and otherwise they may not have many of those types of experiences. So
they're normally in a wheelchair being pushed around, depending on somebody to do stuff for them. When they get on the horse, they don't need anybody to do anything for them. They basically are riding the horse by themselves. They do have the volunteers at their sides and a leader, but they're basically on their own. So it really builds their self-esteem to move that whole big animal around.
What is one thing that you want the public to know about TiAnViCa?
That we've been here for a while. Most people, they just found out about us, and a lot of people come into the barn and they're like, we didn't know you were around. I was like, we've been around since 2005. But that the work that we do is really important, especially for the children and the parents, because it builds up their self-esteem to a place where they're able to develop friendships and communications with other people that they didn't do before.